All right. So I haven't filmed an actual Empties video in like almost 2 years now. Because I kind of hate filming them. It's not that I hate filming them specifically, it's just that A, they tend to be long, and B, I hate editing them because they tend to be long and I find the sound of my own voice grating after a while. However, I keep keeping things. So, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to film all my empties by the quarter until I get caught up. So, oh, this is gonna be forever. But I really want to film them because I really want to get rid of all this stuff. So, if you're familiar with my empties, you probably aren't unless you've been here for a while. I like to start with makeup. This is the first 3 months of 2024, so January through March. So I'm just gonna open it up and I'm just gonna pull stuff out. I'm not going to go by anything in particular. All right, first we have the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. I did like this for settling powder on my face. However, I know I can get cheaper for that, so I would not repurchase this, but I would happily use it again if it was given to me. That was through a swap back when my subscription addiction did swaps. This is where a lot of my older stuff is from. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra All Day Prime and Anti-Shine Balm, but it's one of those like balm things that you can either use as a primer or use on top of your makeup to remattify it, or a million different ways. I used it as a primer to fill in my pores, and I did like it for that. However, I don't think they make it anymore. But I did like it. If it was available, I would repurchase. Speaking of Makeup Revolution, this is the Revolution Glow Beam Light Strobe Cream in Peach. You got a lot of product in here for something that's basically like a highlight or you mix into stuff. And what I didn't realize when I bought this is that the scent is intense. Like way too strong for me to want to use on my face, even though this is makeup. I wound up putting the vast majority of this into lotions. And honestly, on there, the coconut scent was fine. It's just right there on my face, because otherwise I would mix it a little bit at a time into like foundation, and it theoretically worked fine for that. It didn't, you know, screw up the foundation texture or anything, and it made it pretty and glowy. It's just the scent was way too much. I don't know if they make this anymore, but if you want something to mix into lotions and you like a strong tropical coconutty scent, I would suggest this. Otherwise, I would say pass on it. The Purely's Perfect Glow BB Cream. I was worried that despite this saying oil-free, that this was going to be very oily on my face. Maybe it was because I used it up in the winter, but I actually really liked it. Especially, in my case, pairing this with a slightly more mattifying primer, it worked really well. I don't know if I would repurchase this. This came to me in a box, but I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase this, but I did really enjoy it. And there's like 40 milliliters in here, which is a bit more than the standard 30 for like foundations. So that also felt like it was a little more worth the money. This is a sad empty. It is one of my last 2 Becca First Light priming filters. I'm going to be working on the next one fairly soon, because they are very old and I need to use them up. But I did scrape this as best as I could. But there's still like a little bit in there, but I'm not going to fight with it anymore. I really love this primer. Unfortunately, like I said, Becca went out of business, and while Smashbox picked up their highlighters and I think their under eye corrector, they did not pick up any of their primers. I assume because they have their own primers they want to promote, but that sucks. Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is a 1 ounce miniature, well, not miniature, but travel size that you can purchase. I don't really get the hype. Like, it was fine. It kept my makeup on pretty well, but the fragrance is a little strong, which, while my face doesn't react too badly to fragrances, when you start mixing a bunch of different ones together, it can start smelling a little weird. And Charlotte Tilbury is very expensive, and if I'm gonna blow money on a setting spray, I'm gonna get the Urban Decay. This came in some kind of Sephora kit, but I would not get this again unless it came in like another kit where there was other stuff in there that I wanted. This also came in a kit, but I would repurchase it. It is the Tower 28 mascara. I don't know the exact name of it. I will have to insert it. But this is what the wand looks like. I did really, really like this. Like, it made my lashes look really good. Make Waves mascara. Said it on the bottom and I could actually read it. Yeah, I did really enjoy this. I loved how my lashes looked with it. I would purchase a mini at least again once I go through some more mascaras. This came in some kind of kit or else I wouldn't have got it. But I did really like it and I would be happy to have it in my life again. Urban Decay, this is a eyeliner in Zero. I like their eyeliners. They're one of the few that stay in my waterline. So this was a half size. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't necessarily buy their black one, but they have other colors that I actually do repurchase. Like, I've gone through 2 now of the maroon Love Drug and I already want to buy it again, but I'm trying to wait. Let's see. Here's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. This is the translucent one. What are you doing? Sorry, my cat's being a cat. I really liked this for a pressed powder. I have gotten more into loose powders, which who am I? But especially for something that can easily like go in my pocket and go with me places, I really liked this. I have a one in a like fair shade for me, and I actually got another translucent one in like a NYX freebie gift with purchase from Ulta, so still have it in my life. Would happily repurchase again. I don't know if I would, if going forward though, if I would purchase the colored one or the translucent, you know, white one. I'll have to kind of compare the two and see. This is an eyeshadow. I finished a whole ass eyeshadow finally. Like, I've been working on this one for a while. It is the NYX Primal Colors Pigment in Hot Green. It's technically a pigment, but you could still see what the color was. I did really enjoy it. That's how I was able to finish it, because I did really enjoy the color. This lasted me forever, and I still have a couple of other ones, so these are no longer for purchase, unfortunately, but if they were around, I probably would purchase it again. The NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum Primer. I like this. I don't find it anything insanely wonderful about it, but I do enjoy it. I have another mini that I'm going to be working on soon in a project, and I also have a full size that I need to use up at some point, so I happily keep using them, and NYX is something that I can get on discount fairly easily, so if I was down to like, you know, 10 primers, I might purchase this again, but as of right now, it is not something I feel like I super need to have in my life as far as when I do finish, you know, the other ones I have. Here's another eyeshadow I finished. It is the Coastal Scent Style Eyes eyeshadow sampler. Last year I finished the matte cream shade in here, and early this year I finished what was the purple shade, and I did like it. It was very pretty, but Coastal Scents is no longer a thing, so I couldn't purchase it again even if I wanted to. Damn, I use up a lot of powders. This is the Luna by Luna translucent powder. I did enjoy it. It was fine. This one in particular I also used a little bit of as like dry shampoo in my hair. That's what I do sometimes with loose powders when I'm trying to use them up for like project pan purposes, because I have a ton of them. So unless it's something I'm absolutely obsessed with, like the one I'm using right now, if they're just okay, sometimes I would just use them up in my hair, but it worked fine as a powder. No complaints, no complaints. Here is the Honey Jarrett Lip Sleeping Mask in Lemon Honey. I did really enjoy this. The smell was absolutely delightful. Unfortunately, I don't think the scent at least is for purchase anymore. This whole brand is gone, but it is the Flesh, Pot, Eye, and Cheek Gloss in Disco Nap. This is something you're supposed to wear on your eyes and cheeks. No way on my greasy ass skin, so I used it as a lip gloss. And it was very lovely for that, but can't purchase it anymore. Don't want to seek it out for that purpose again. This is the Say, what do you call it technically? This is the Say Glowy Super Gel. This is a travel size that they sell at Sephora. I got this in a kit. It was fine. Nothing that I was absolutely in love with. I probably would not purchase it again on its own, although I would take it if it came in another kit. I wish I could purchase this again, and you could see how much I cleaned it out. It is the Item Beauty Lip Quip in Heart Poppin'. I loved this lip oil slash lip gloss. I used it as a lip gloss, but it's technically was sold as a lip oil. God, I wish this brand hadn't gone out of business. I loved this damn brand. I loved so many of their products. This eyeshadow, if I remember correctly, was from the Lorac Pro 2 palette in the shade Beige. I will insert a picture of it, but it was a like shimmery, champagne-y, like white color. I used it in my inner corner, loved it for that. Here's a lip oil, another lip oil, the Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil in Cranberry Currant. Cannot get this scent again, which is highly unfortunate because I loved it. I went through it. I bought it in December. I went through it by February. That's how much I loved it, honestly. But they do make other scents, and I do want to try them out. And if they do bring out the current one again for the holidays, I will purchase it again. And that's next time I will purchase like 4 of them. See, final makeup item, although I have a couple of perfume stuff in here. But final makeup item is this Hourglass lipstick thing. It is in the, I don't remember what the name of the shade is. I Am, that's what it is. It's scratching the crap out of me, but I was able to get a swatch. I liked this, but okay, the scent in here now has gone off, so that wasn't a bad idea. I had always heard that these kind of go off kind of quickly, so I felt the need to go through it really fast. Like as soon as I got it, I felt the need to go through it, so would probably not purchase another one again, but this one came in a FabFitFun box. If I got the opportunity in a subscription box or it came along in like a Sephora kit or something, I would happily take it that way, but these are too expensive to go off as quickly as they do. Let's see. I have a perfume sample in Black Opium by YSL. I did enjoy that. I wish I could purchase it. And I do have one more makeup item. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I do not like the triangular brow things. I don't purchase from Anastasia anymore anyway. This came as part of like an Ulta freebie gift. So didn't like it all around. This was the YSL Black Opium. Luckily, Dossier seems to make a version of this because they make like dupe fragrances and they are cruelty free. So I will probably purchase that at some point. Let's see, Juliet Has a Gun. Lust for Sun. I got this in an Ipsy bag. I enjoyed it. My favorite is the Not a Perfume from them, but that was really nice too. And this I got a lot of compliments on this. This is the Skylar Vanilla Sky Clean Beauty perfume. Yeah, I would happily get this again. Like, it's just a fairly basic vanilla scent, but something about it is absolutely perfect. So I would definitely repurchase this. This I got from Ipsy as like an add-on, so I only paid like $12 for it, but I would happily either buy another rollerball or say if I was really looking to splurge on something, and that would be a perfume that I would splurge on. All right, that was all the makeup, thankfully. And I keep that because I like to do all the makeup I use in 2020 whatever at the end of the year. This, however, as soon as I talk about them, I'm gonna throw them away and feel slightly less like a hoarder. Because I have talked, everything in here that was in a project pan has been talked about in those project pans, so I can chuck all of it. Alright, so this is the Whim by Ulta Orange 3-in-1 Body Wash Bubble Bath and Shampoo. This never touched my hair. I used this as a body wash and a bubble bath. I loved it for that, and I would repurchase it. Here we have the Super Tarts Jessica Jones wax melts. It is blackberry and rain scented, and I know they changed the names of all their stuff, but if I figured out what this was, if they still had it, I would happily repurchase. I loved this. Here's the Avant Blue Volcanic Stone Purifying and Antioxidant Cleansing Gel. This actually was a nice cleanser. However, Avant, their prices are insane. If I could get this as like an add-on in an Ipsy bag or get it for cheap off of like Poshmark, I would repurchase it. Otherwise, no. I think I got this one off of Poshmark, actually, for cheap. I have a shampoo and conditioner, the Wella Nutra Rich with Goji Berry Deep Nourishing Shampoo and Conditioner. They were pretty good. I enjoyed them. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase. I have a lot of shampoo and conditioner. Because back when I dyed my hair, I didn't wash my hair very often to preserve the color. And I've never gotten out of the habit totally of not washing my hair super often. So they just all built up. But now all of my hair is actually natural. This is the color of my natural hair. I startled my mother the last time I saw her because she saw me in a dark room first. Like, it was just badly lit when I came in. And she's like, "Did you dye your hair again?" I'm like, "No, this is actually the color of my hair." I didn't realize it was that dark. Yeah, my natural hair color is pretty freaking dark, Mom. Of course, she hasn't seen me in my natural color since like way back in my teens, probably. I've never been one to keep my natural hair color, but now I am old and I am lazy. Anyways, this is the IGK Mistress Anti-Freeze Leave-In Conditioner. I did really like it, but IGK is kind of expensive and I can get similar products from the drugstore. If it came in a box again though, I'd happily have it. This I will repurchase at some point. I just gotta have other things to go through first. The Naturelab Tokyo Perfect Shine Clarifying Scalp Scrub. I went through a mini of this, then bought the full size, and I miss it and would like to get it again, but I just finished something else that was kind of similar, and I didn't want to purchase this right away to go through other things first. And now I have a clarifying shampoo, so I won't be purchasing this right away, but I will get it again at some point. Because I really liked it. Because not only did it like deep clean my scalp, it actually has just enough lather. Because I have really thick hair, most scalp scrubs, I cannot get them around my scalp properly. This one I can because of that little bit of lather. And it's only $19, which is really good for most of those. Here is the Tony Moly Watermelon Dew All Over Sugar Polish. I use this as a body scrub. I believe theoretically you could use this as a face scrub too, but this would be way too rough on my face. It smells amazing, like that just wonderful juicy watermelon scent that comes in some products. I would happily repurchase this, even though for my body I probably only got like 4 uses out of it, but it was that good. Quite frankly, I don't care. This is a scalp serum I used up and broke the top of, as you can see. It is the Contently California After All Scalp Soothing Care Treatment. It had like a little nozzle on the top that made it so I could get down to like my scalp and spray it through. It was actually really nice. Unfortunately, I could only buy this online, but I have it right here because I filmed it for something else. So because this is kind of a pain to get, I tried the Not Your Mother's Soothing Balance Act scalp serum. This is my 3rd video I'm filming and I'm losing steam, but I really like this. It's a little bit cheaper than this one, even though this one comes with a little bit more product. This one is easier to get, so I'm probably gonna stick with it. But if I had the opportunity to get that again, like say as an add-on in Ipsy again, I would. We have the Dirt Phobia Effectum D Solution Ampule. I used this in my skincare as like an extra step of hydration. Although this is actually made for like oily combination skin to help with acne as well. It does smell like acne medication. Otherwise, I really enjoyed it though during that stuff. So this was sent to me by 0.8 liter. So I don't know how to get this again. This is because this is a Korean beauty brand that's not super readily available in the US. It's made in Korea and it's all Korean writing on the bottom. So yeah. Anyways, my battery is blinking at me, so now I have to change it. Okay. Luckily, I bought new batteries for my camera recently because my last ones kept draining like insanely fast. So like the one I just changed, I have been filming on for quite a while. So it was actually time to change it. Next, the Chlorine Dry Shampoo. I really like this. I got this at some kind of discount because otherwise I probably wouldn't pay full price for it because it is a little expensive for dry shampoo, but if I can get it on sale, I would buy it again. Otherwise, I tend to stick with Hosk these days. I have 3 of these. So I'll just talk about them all at the same time. I have 3 Zany Laney sprays. Certain Rules, which is buttered popcorn, peppermint chocolate, based off of Scream. Can Do, which is spiced cranberry, spearmint, and eucalyptus. I don't remember what this was based off of. And Bright Light, which is cranberry, snow, and ginger, which is based off of Gremlins. If I could repurchase Can Do and Bright Light, I would. Certain Rules, I would not, because I don't really like chocolate scents. But they are out of business, so I cannot. But I wish I could. All right, we have the Hemp's Sparkling Citrus and Starfruit Herbal Body Moisturizer. This was their Pride collection one year. Apparently, while this smells great in the bottle, something about maybe, I guess, starfruit and my body chemistry do not get along, because on me, this smelled weird. So if I had the opportunity to purchase it again, I would not, at least not for myself. The Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Hair Mask. I did like this. If I wanted to purchase it again, I would buy like the tub of it. It is made for thick curly hair. I have thick, slightly wavy hair most of the time. Right now it's pretty straight, but I can wear it curly as well. So I did enjoy this. If I repurchased it, I would repurchase like the tub. That came in a kit though. I had the Apto Pomegranate Mask. I liked this fine. I don't know if they still sell this or not, because when I looked them up recently, they seem to have like really sliced down what they sold, but so I don't know if I can purchase that again or not. So next is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 Styling Treatment. I did really like this for my hair to kind of keep down some of the frizz that I have. It's what I mostly use these leave-in conditioners for. This like leave-in conditioners after you do all the things with your hair for. Because my hair is kind of frizzy. I believe I get that from my father and his massively curly hair. Because my mother has thin, stick-straight hair. Whereas my father's was thick and curly when he had some. And I look almost like one of his little twins. Except for the fact that I'm hilariously short and I have blue eyes instead of green. That's what I inherited from my mother. Like everybody on my dad's side of the family is tall except for one cousin and me, because we inherited height from our respective mothers. Anyways. But yeah, I believe I inherited most of his hair texture. At least the frizz and some of the wave, but not full curl. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Next is the Gloasis Milk Dew pH Balancing Moisture Milk Toner. If you want a hydrating toner, this is really nice. A little expensive. I think it's like $30, but I really enjoyed it. It took me a while to go through, so you at least feel like you got your money's worth. But yeah, I liked this. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase it because I'd have to buy it online. I got this in an Ipsy Plus bag back when it was that and not BoxyCharm. But yeah, I did like it. Something I didn't love, the Dickinson's Original Witch Hazel Micellar Witch Hazel Makeup Remover. It did remove makeup fine, and for $5 you get a crap ton of product. I've learned I don't like the smell of witch hazel. This is not as bad as the toner, because the toner will knock you on your butt how much it smells like witch hazel. This one is a little less intense, but the scent is still there, so I would probably not repurchase this, but if I was in a pinch and needed something for the least amount of money for the most product, I would, and I would just put up with the scent. But if I have the choice, I would probably not get this again. But if you can handle the scent of witch hazel, check it out. Because you do get a lot of bang for your buck. Here is the Bolero Hydrating Facial Mist in Watermelon and Sweet Mint. I get these from the Dollar Tree. I love them as far as this like a face mist is concerned. I've repurchased this multiple times. I would repurchase again. Another constant repurchase is the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt. This is the eucalyptus and spearmint. Yeah, I have purchased multiples of these, and I have one in my bathroom right now. But it is the I think it's like hemp or something, though it's not this scent. Here's the Goldfaden MD Solution Needleless Line Smoothing Concentrate. I don't think this did anything, unfortunately, which sucks because I went out of my way to get this. I bought it from somebody on Poshmark, so I did not pay the full $165 price, nowhere near that. But I was annoyed that I made the effort to get this and then it didn't do anything special for my skin. The Levido 2-in-1 Purifying Facial Mask and Exfoliator. I just use this as a facial exfoliator. I really liked it for that, but I have no idea where to get this brand from. This came in an Ipsy Clam Bag Plus bag. I have another Helms lotion. This one's in Sweet Jasmine and Rose. This one I did like better. Now, I will say that I would probably not purchase too many of the full sizes because they are huge and I take forever to go through body lotions. However, I would happily purchase another mini of this. I think I got that one as a freebie. Super Tarts, this is the New York Cranberry Cheesecake one. This is another one that I would repurchase. This one might still have the same name, I'm not sure. Here we have an IGK offline 3-minute hydration mask. I got several uses out of this, surprisingly. Although my hair was probably at least this much off of it, if not more at the time. I'm probably, oh no, my ends don't look that bad, just my hair is frizzy. But yeah, I did trim my hair at one point this year because I wanted to get the last bits of blonde off, but I still had that when I used this. This is really nice. I believe you can still get it. If you can get it, I recommend it. It was very nice. Let's see, we don't have much left before we get into the sheet masks because I always save those for the end. Here we have a Way body cleanser. I liked it, but that's too much to pay for a full-size body cleanser or like a body wash. The First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser. So many people love this, but this leaves like a deranged amount of like leftovers in my bathtub. Like, this leaves like crap behind, like it doesn't dissolve or something. So I hated that and I would never use one of these again, even though it was like nice on my arms and the little bit of KP that I do have. But no, I would never use that again because of how much crap it left in my bath. Here we have a Fur KP body scrub. This I liked a lot more, and if I wanted to purchase a KP scrub, I would probably purchase this. Here we have the La Palette Beauty Vita Yellow Double C Serum. I got this, once again, through Ipsy. Like, I think this was an add-on. I did like it, but the full size normally runs like 50 bucks, so probably wouldn't repurchase that. If I'm gonna blow $50 on a vitamin C serum, I'm gonna get the Ole Hendricks one. This is a Jack Black Big Sur Body and Hair Cleanser. Once again, never touched my hair, just used it on my body. It was a pretty nice cleanser. It's definitely dude scented, which I don't mind using. I didn't really care. But it's like a slightly menthol scented, so my husband would never use this. He has like issues with anything menthol scented. It is Marine Accord and Amber, technically, but there is definitely something menthol related in this. But yeah, I liked it. I would certainly purchase it for somebody other than my husband in the future. Just not him, because he would hate the scent. We have a Kopari Coconut Rose Toner. I just used this as a facial mist. It was fine. I would not repurchase. The Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. If I was wanting to splurge on myself for a moisturizer when I didn't already have a ton of them, I might consider purchasing this. And I like that now, instead of having to repurchase like a whole thing every time, it has like, you know, replaceable packaging. That's always cool. Brazilian Boom Boom Cream from Sol de Janeiro. My love for this is well known. I have a mini of this currently in my collection that I got, I think, in a kit. I usually have one of these around, but eventually I'm going to have to break down and buy a full size. But I want to go through a little bit more lotion first, because I'm already terrible at applying it. Usually I'm not that bad with those, so maybe I just need to give up and keep something around that I actually like. Here is the Hey Honey Come Clean Propolis and Minerals Facial Scrub. I liked this. I don't know exactly where to get Hey Honey from. I think maybe just their own website, but maybe through someone else, like Ulta or something. If I could get it through like Ulta or something, I probably would repurchase a full size. Glam Glow Super Mud. They are not cruelty free, so I would not purchase this, but I had this like hanging around my stuff, so I used it up. We have the Acaderma, the Oasis Barrier Booster Serum, and it was nice, but this is really expensive, so not for me. Here we have a Super Tarts little sample. I don't have a memory of this, so I can't tell you anything about it, but I kept it. And finally, before sheet masks and any sample, like foil samples I have, we have the April Skin Keratin IPMP Hydro Melt Cleansing Balm. This was nice for a cleansing balm. I have realized that I would rather just use a micellar water rather than having like an extra step to help remove my eye makeup. I would rather just sit there with a micellar water on my eye for like 30 seconds rather than using an extra step. Something I've learned about myself, especially this year. Now, we have this packet of sheet masks and whatnot. See, this is how much hair I have. It gets everywhere. Sometimes I complain about my dogs having so much hair and getting it everywhere, but I'm just as bad. Me and the dogs, we could drown somebody in freaking hair. So, before I get into that, I apparently had a bath bomb that got stuck in there. This is from Shop Miss A. It is the Mango Teeny. It smells like mango. Their bath bombs are actually really nice. Like, they fizz and spin and actually float in the water. They turn it pretty colors and they have a nice smell, and they're like $1.55. And if that's all you want from a bath bomb, I suggest picking up a bunch of them. But they will take like a month to get to you. Now we can go into sheet masks and samples. First, we have the Beauty Bio Bright Eyes Depuffing and Brightening Eye Gels. I did like these. Now I can get cheaper that stays on my face even better. So this was part of a birthday gift from Ulta one year. Like, I had 3 of them. I think the other 2 are in my next next quarter stack of empties, but these were nice. I would not be mad about using these again. I also have this. It is the Danielle Creations Calming and Relieving Steam Eye Mask, scented with chamomile. These are like warming for 30 minutes. These I get from, what is it called? Five Below. There's actually one near me. So I saved this one. This is what it looks like. Like, it actually looks like a whole thing. But these do actually warm up and feel really nice on the eyes and relaxing, and they aren't that expensive. I think they were like $3. So if that sounds really nice to you, you can also, I think you can also buy these online from Five Below, because you can order from them online apparently. But luckily I have one near me that carries these, so I would happily repurchase that. Those were really nice. Here's the Essence Star-Shaped Hydrogel Eye Patches. These are what they looked like. They were really cute. I wish Essence would add these to their like regular collection of products, because they're really nice, but every time they have, like, these came in an advent calendar that I had one year, and they had another set that came as part of like a collection that they did with some influencer, and I got them again because they stay really well on the face. And, you know, they still depuff and stuff, and they're not that expensive. They are also, I think, like $3. So, yeah. Every time they have them, I snatch them up. Quite frankly, next time I see them, I need to buy, like, several of them. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm trying to, like, arrange these real quick. In the stack, I apparently had another one of these Beauty Bio Bright Eye ones. And now we can get into the actual sheet masks. I have 4 of these Ariel Watermelon Hydro Vital Sheet Masks. I did really enjoy them. They did smell like watermelon. They hydrated my face. If I ever got low enough on sheet masks that I needed to consider buying another pack of 10 of them, I would consider looking these up. I got these through 0.8 liter, by the way. Let's see, here is the Daggett and Ramsdell Pore Refining Facial Mask. I got this from Shop Miss A. I think I remember liking it. This is kind of hard to remember, honestly. I don't remember disliking it, let me put it that way. So their sheet masks are also like $1 to $2, so if you want to add them to an order, they're not that big of a deal. I have several of these I Do Care sheet masks. I think they came in a kit of like 4 or 5. This is the Olive About You Nourishing Mask and the Unwind De-Stressing Mugwort Leaf Mask. They do... Goodness, my dog just snorted. I do remember them being pretty good, so if I I would be happy to buy like another kit from them. You can't get these individually at Ulta, but I think you can from their own site. Speaking of Shop Miss A, here is a niacinamide 2% and Cica 7 Calming Complex sheet mask. This was also really nice. A Purely's Blue Lotus and Seaweed Treatment Sheet Mask. Moisturizing, soothing, and balancing. I'd say all of that is correct. 2 of these Give Them Lala Skin Soothing Sheet Masks and Stay Calm. These were nice. And an Aroma Shop Rose Essence Mask Pack. I did enjoy these. I do like the rose scent. Now, I've got some foils here. I totally understand if you don't want to hear me talk about foils. I think I remember all of these. Living Proof Triple Bond Complex Hair Strengthener. I pretty much enjoy anything from Living Proof. The only thing I don't love from them is their dry shampoo because the smell is really intense. But I did like this on my hair. The Ouidad Advanced Climate Control Anti-Frizz Heat and Humidity Gel. It did define curls, but I don't like hair gel, so I would not seek this out. But it came like as a part of a Ulta freebie bag. As did this. This is the Kristen S, the One Signature Shampoo and Conditioner. I did like these. I liked these enough that I bought their clarifying shampoo that I am using right now and really enjoying. So I actually bought something because of a foil sample. Not quite what they were selling, but when I was looking for a clarifying shampoo, I saw they had one, and because I remembered liking this, I bought it. The Beekman 1802 Milk Glazed Deep Pore Purging Lactic Acid Mask. I did like this, but I have too many masks to want to buy more. The Paula's Choice 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. I've used up minis of this before, and I know I like it as like a toner step. Here we have the Korres Foaming Cream Cleanser. I don't like cream cleansers. They are really hard for me to wash off my face and they leave like a film. But I used it. Here's the Shiseido Ultimoon Power Infusing Concentrate. Is a serum. I used to love this serum before I started only purchasing cruelty-free products. I got this as a sample from somewhere and I used it, and while it was really nice, I cannot imagine why this is like $80. Like, it feels really nice on the skin and my skin feels very nice afterwards, but you know what? A lot of other serums that are not that expensive do similar. Here we have the Keys Soul Care Skin Transformation Cream, another thing I liked. And if I got it as part of like an Ipsy bag or part of a kit, I would happily use it up. But it was not enough of a love for me to just go purchase this. I do love this brand though. I wish Ulta still carried them. But they actually, I will purchase from their website. I like them so much. And I very rarely will purchase from a brand's website. Here we have the Way Medium Hair Shampoo and Conditioner. I have thick hair, so not quite made for my hair, but I did enjoy it. They also make a really good clarifying shampoo. It's called the Detox Shampoo. It's kind of expensive. It's like $30, but the bottle is huge, so it's kind of worth it if you're willing to put up $30 at once. Here we have IT Cosmetics, the Bye Bye Lines with Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I liked it. Not enough to purchase the full size. Oops. And the Dr. Jart Ceramide Skin Barrier Moisture Cream. I did like this, but Dr. Jart tests on animals. And finally, the Purity Made Simple One-Step Facial Cleanser from Philosophy, who apparently does not test on animals, so I can purchase from them if I want to. This was fine, but not something I would necessarily want to have like the big bottle of that they sell. So, like, having something that big drives me crazy. It's weird, but it's true. And that is it. Now I will have, like I used to do, an end card that tells you how much I used up in this quarter of like how many full size, travel size, samples, all of that stuff. But it will be for the 3 months. Luckily, I also keep track of all of my empties in a Google Sheet doc that I will link down below that you can go and look at. Oh my god, I've been filming forever. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!